appreciate you being here.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Gardner, how are you adjusting to your new team and obviously getting a chance to meet a lot of guys? They've talked about becoming friends with you. Will you just talk about the adjustment, please?
Oh, man, been loving it. Fourth team in the NFL now, so, you kind of get used to being the new guy and, making friends and building trust. I think that's a big thing what we're trying to do right now. It's been a blast, man. I love the guys. I think we have such a good energy, some great leaders on the team, and a lot of expectations.
Gardner, I know as football players, you get to train anywhere, and you trained at Jacksonville, Heat, and that type of thing. But being here on the West Coast, kind of like Washington, in this kind of conditions, does it make it a little bit of a better place to work type of a thing?
Dude, you can't help but to smile out here. I'm just like cheesing the whole time. It feels so good. It's so nice. Sun shining. Like couldn't ask for more right now, man.
You mentioned 4 different teams. Is there like a secret to fitting in a locker room? Like you don't want to come in hot, like just be kind of crazy right away. I guess. How do you fit in a locker room? How does that work?
Yeah, man. I think one is not expecting anything. Nothing's gonna be given to you. Nobody really gives a crap what you did in your last team. Like you got to come earn it here. And just being yourself, man. Everybody can kind of see through any front or pretense. But I think everybody, no matter how it comes out, can resonate with really being yourself. And I think we got a lot of guys that are doing that. It makes it a lot of fun.
Yeah, you talked about the competition being actually fun between you two. I mean, is that how you see it in terms of what's going on here?
Dude, we've had an awesome room so far, man, and it's going to be a competition. It's going to be tough. It's going to be only one guy on the field. But that doesn't mean we're not all going to push to help this team in every way we can. That's what we were kind of talking about after today's practice. Like, whoever's in at quarterback, no matter what field, it's our responsibility to lead this team, to lead our team to wins.
4 different teams, you've had your share of playbooks. What's it been like absorbing Luke Getzey's?
Yeah, so I mean, kind of at this point, you've seen all the concepts. Everybody just has different names for it. So, it's a little bit of memorization there, but a lot of it translates, and being able to kind of use things, and things are taught different ways, and just having a lot of perspective at it really helps, and it's fun to take that into this offense where you have a lot of tools to be successful.
Gardner, AP yesterday talked about how important it was to get you all out, away from your families, away from everyone, just to kind of focus on that brotherhood. How much does that help you being the new guy?
Oh, man. I'm focused on it all the time, so it don't matter to me, I mean, there's nothing I'd rather be doing right now. This is an incredible opportunity with such a good team, and man, I just couldn't be more grateful for it.
Gardner, when Antonio says that he really has no timeline on when he wants to anoint or name the starter, what's your knee-jerk reaction as somebody that's in that competition?
Oh man, I really don't listen to the press clippings, no offense. Nah man, I'm just trying to get out here, get better, try to lead the team as best I can. If I can lead this team to wins, I'll be out there. If Aiden does it better, he'll be out there. But I'm on a journey to get better myself, and I believe I can play this league, play at a high level. Went to the Pro Bowl last year, had a blast doing that, and just excited for moving forward.
So with no timeline then to name the starter, you're okay with that as a competitor?
Dude, my senior year at Washington State, every single game, it was Gardner Minshew or Trey Tinsley or Anthony Gordon. So, it is what it is. If you're out there, it's going to be a heck of a time, and just going to try to put our best foot forward and lead the team best we can.
Gardner, you played on some pretty good teams in the NFL. The Eagles was a really good team. When you look, I know it's early, but when you look around the talent that's been assembled here, what do you see from this group?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's hard not to get excited. First, on our side of the ball, the offensive skill guys, you look out there and everybody can get open. There's not a one-on-one that you don't like. Offensive line, we got dudes up there, guys that really mesh well and can work well together. And then we got a defense that finishes the year as hot as anybody, talent all across. And I'd say the biggest thing I've seen on this team is just the leaders, man. At about every position group, both sides of the ball. That's what's really exciting, and that's what's got to carry you. There's plenty of teams with talent, but who's going to kind of come together and bring it together when it gets tough? And I think we got those dudes to do it.
What did you feel like you needed to focus on between minicamp and now, and what did you do to be able to focus on those things?
Yeah, for me, it was studying my butt off, man. Had to really dive into the playbook. I wanted to know it like the back of my hand. I've been telling guys since we got back, there's such a confidence that comes from knowing you're prepared. And that's what I wanted. I wanted that confidence, and I feel like I got it. And I'm excited just to use everything I've learned to put our team in a great position.
Has the bus made it to Vegas yet?
I got a van now, downsized. The bus was too much space, So now I got the van. It's pretty awesome. Awesome camping outside of Vegas. Once it cools down a little bit more, it'd be pretty nice to be able to sneak away for a night. Get away, reset a little bit. Mount Charleston's pretty cool. Lake Mead's cool. Colorado River a little bit, you know. But yeah, no, some good stuff there.
Gardner, has anyone on offense kind of jumped out to you to where, you know, almost surprised you a little bit? Like, I knew this guy was good and he's actually better than I thought. Anybody like that?
Man, I tell you, the one dude that, like, everybody I've talked to around the league really respects, like, because they see it on the film, is Jacoby Myers. That dude goes so hard, is so about it, like, loves this game and practices like it. It's really just cool to be a part, you know, and see guys that are like that are going to do whatever it takes, going to put themselves in position to help the team, whether it's blocking, catching the ball, running off. Like, he really does it all, and it's cool to be around those kind of guys.
Gardner, you mentioned the leader.
You mentioned being a weekly competition in college. How much do you draw upon that to help you prepare?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's a lot about focus. I think you can start, if you start looking over your shoulder or worried about what somebody else is doing, that's super counterproductive. So for me, just worrying about my game, where can I get better, how can I improve, I think that's where the focus has to be and not on anything else.
What have been your first impressions of Brock Bowers?
Oh, man, quiet. But, no, really good, dude. He's like, you can see it in OTAs, like, he's a super solid route runner, but once he gets the ball, he doesn't move like a tight end, you know, and there's a lot of fun stuff and creative stuff we'll be able to do with our tight end group and get some great matchups out there.
You see a guy like that, do you try to draw it out of him? If he's quiet, try to bring a personality?
Oh, you definitely mess with him. You know, you try to, you're going to get him up telling jokes before the team. You know, that'll be super awkward probably. But, no, man, you just try to bring those guys along. You want everybody to feel like they can be open and be themselves in the room. And, yeah, no, excited for him.
Conversely, Michael is somebody that speaks a lot.
Less quiet.
Yeah, a little less quiet. What have you seen from Michael?
Dude, stud, man. Like a true wide tight end. He can put his hand in the dirt and block. But he's really surprised me, like, as a route runner, as a guy that can get open and then attacks the ball in the air. And then dude's going to be, like, mean after the catch, you know? Like, yeah, some of that George Kittle type stuff after the catch. Like, it's really, really cool to have multiple guys in that room. And even all the way down the line in that tight end room, guys are getting open, doing the right things, man. So it's a fun group to be with.
I saw that there was a lot of 13 personnel, or some 13 personnel out there. Is that a friend to a quarterback, having tight ends like that you can lean on?
I think being able to mix it up in this league is huge. You know, having multiple personnel groups puts a lot of stress on the defense. A lot of times the defense and, you know, their sub personnel is what mostly people play. We'll have a, you know, stack of plays that long. You get down to base, it's a little bit less. You know, the more you can mix it up there, it's harder to defend.
One of the things Luke said he wants to see out of his quarterback is a guy that can get out of the pocket and maybe be improvisational. That seems to be one of your specialties. But is that where you see maybe your edges in this competition?
I don't know, man. I definitely think that's something, you know, I feel good about. Been really working on that last few years. I got to be able to get out, protect the ball when I'm doing it, and create explosive plays. That's a big part of this league, is explosive plays, and a ton come on the second move.
Looks like when you are out of the pocket, you're having your most fun. Is that accurate?
Yeah, it's like flag football back in the day, or like, you know, just that's truly just playing ball. You know, you got to find a guy that gets on the same page, can react, and that's a lot of fun.
So have you found the guy? What kind of guys have you? You mentioned Jacoby. He's one of those guys that can get on the same page with you when you're scrambling out of the pocket, and then the other guys do that for you.
Well, I mean, like Tay, I mean, like there's some telepathic stuff where we just see it and he can get to it. Like, you know, just having a guy that's played so much ball, it's fun to bounce ideas back and forth with him. I think we see it a lot in the same way. It's going to be a lot of fun to dig it in with him, give him some freedom, because there's nobody better at getting open than him. And yeah, I look forward to that.
All right, guys, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.